Hello, what is going on, guys? Welcome to a cool little video I'm doing with my buddy John, aka Pokemon, aka I'm doing with a good friend. We're doing two parts of this. I'm doing top 5 best starters in order of 5 to 1, and he's doing top 5 worst starters. Before you guys watch the video, of course, go check out his channel. His video will be linked in the description. It's the other part of it. We're doing it's like a 2-parter, 1-off type of thing. So definitely go check it out if you want to go see the top 5 worst starters. But on my channel here, we're going to do the top 5 best starters, 5 to 1. So of course, if you guys enjoyed, make sure to give the video a thumbs up, subscribe for more content. And with that, we shall begin. With the first one on the list is number 5. It's gonna have to be Venusaur. Now, Venusaur is really good in my eyes because the typing one is really good. It resists a lot of things. He's automatic resist fighting type, which is one of the most offensive types in the game. He's resistant to Fairy, which we all know is pretty OP within this generation. And not to mention, he's just very, very bulky. And then they gave him a Mega too, so now his Mega is easily seen as one of the bulkiest, or the bulkiest Mega out there. Like, it is a pain to kill Mega Venusaur. Trust me, it is a huge pain to kill Mega Venusaur. Anybody that's fought Mega Venusaur, if you don't have like a psychic move, or a psychic stab, or a flying stab, or anything like that moves overall, it's gonna be very difficult for you to kill Mega Venusaur. Or status inflicted with like a burn or something like that, but even still, it's 6v6, just heal bell. Oh my god, it's so painful to be fighting him. So that's why I feel like he's perfect to fit in this number 5 slot. He's very bulky, good typing, even offensively he can be ran pretty well because his Sludge Bombs, Giga Drains do a pretty decent amount of damage when sometimes people run Hidden Power Fire to stop those steel types that stop both of his stab moves. So Mega Venusaur and Venusaur overall chillin', I think, is number 5. And number 4 on the list is going to be Infernape. Infernape, I think this one speaks for himself. He had to sit here and try and work himself up to show everybody he's not just another firefighting clone, that he can stand on his own 2 feet. And by golly, he can. He's one of those mons as well. Design-wise, first off, it looks really cool. I love that whole sage ape type of thing that he looks like. I absolutely love that. When I first saw this Pokemon, it was like when I was in 5th grade. I was on Cerebi. Yeah, in 5th grade I was on Cerebi. I was looking deep into it, and he's just cool as shit, dude. Like, his design is badass. I'm normally not too crazy about the fire starters, but this one is what really, this one became my first favorite fire starter. You know, I like to tear up the whole generation, but Infernape, where it goes, he does well. He does well. Now, competitively wise, offensive wise, he is very good. Remember in the 4th gen meta, he was OU, and he was one of the best OU mons because he can be ran so well. He's such a great mixed attacker. You can run him physically and especially at the same time. He hits like a truck too, dude. You can run it Scarf, Banded, Jesus Christ, dude. Like, and his move pool is honestly kind of wide. Like, he has a decently wide move pool. He can handle his own. Grass Knot for all those pesky water types, you know, like, Jesus Christ, priority vacuum wave, like he can set up a nasty plot too. Like, Jesus Christ, Infernape can do a lot of things. He can do a lot of things. You know, he's neutral to fairy typing, of course. He has that fighting typing, which automatically makes him hit like a punching bag, because fighting types, that's kind of what they do. And even the sucky fighting types can hit pretty hard. So it's like a punching bag, and of course the fire stab is going to help his flare-ups do a butt ton of damage. So Infernape, really cool mon, really cool mon. Moving on now to the number 3 slot is going to be Charizard. Now, Charizard, I think he speaks for himself. Had he have not gotten a Mega, he wouldn't even be on this list. He'd probably be on the worst one. Like, before a Mega, Charizard was just, I'm probably triggering people right now, the whole diehard Charizard, but you have to accept this. Without the Megas, Charizard was awful. He was absolutely terrible. He was bottom tier for the longest. It just sucks. Why use Charizard when you can use so many other fire types, so many other flying types, you know? And then he got not 1, but 2 Megas, but 2. When Mega Charizard Y was announced, I'm like, okay, cool. It'll be a much harder hitting Charizard. And much harder hitting it was. Free Drought, free max powered fire stabs. So his Fire Blast doing an incinerating amount of damage. Alright, not to mention as well, decently wide move pool. He gets Focus Blast as well, he can Dragon Pulse, Recovery Roost. So he can kind of hold his own with these new buffed stats. Not to mention, he got a 2nd Mega. And this blew me away because I did not expect him to actually become a Dragon type. They listened to our cries. And his Charizard X is really good. 1 D-Dance and he can run through a team, dude. Like, it's crazy. A couple D-Dance touches, maybe 2, but He has a Tough Claws boost, boosts his contact moves. Jesus Christ, Dragon Claw, Tough Claws, boosted stab, plus the Dragon Dance. Woo! That sounds crazy, does it not? Like, Mega Charizard is what really made this Pokemon come high within this tier list. I'm telling you, if Charizard did not get a Mega, he would not be in here. First off, he's quad weak to hazards. I know a lot of people sitting here saying, oh, he's time for weak to rocks, or time for weak to rock moves. Tyranitar's time for weak to like 50 million moves. Well, yeah, but Tyranitar's bulky as shit, and it can hit like a freaking truck. But the Charizard, man, like, Darmante and Arcanine people would always use Venente much more before Charizard, and now he got this Mega, and now that Mega helps him out now, you know, be viable, and that's why he's up here, because Mega Charizard's really good. Sometimes you can't even tell which Charizard it's going to be for the Megas, and that's the confusing part, because they're both wall breakers, you know, they're both wall breakers in their own respective ways, so yikes. Moving on now to the number 2 slot. I think you know him, I think you love him. It is your boy Greninja. Now Greninja is definitely going to be on this list because, again, he speaks for himself. First off, his move pool is dumb stupid wide, number 1. Second off, Game Freak decided to create a Pokemon at base 122 speed, somewhere around that, with decent special attack, but that's not the case. They decided to make this insane ability called Protean, and Protean, right here, I'm reading off the exact thing, just to be clear. No, I'm not. Screw that. It basically makes any move that he goes for become stab. He becomes that move. So it's like the reverse color change. He literally becomes that move. Example, he goes for Ice Beam, it will become stab because he becomes the ice type. Any move he goes for, he becomes that typing of the move. Crazy, right? Not only that, but it's like on paper that, okay, that's probably not the world's most craziest thing. The Pokemon is dumb, stupid, fast. He is pretty decently hard with a special attack of 103. Not to mention as well, the fact that his move pool is dumb, stupid wide. Dude, like, I don't know what to tell you. His move pool is pretty wide, man. Priority Water Shuriken, dude, stab, Hydro Pump, anything he gets is stab. And that's what's crazy about it. He was an amazing fairy killer. He killed Clef very consistently. One of the best fairy mons, one of the best OU mons to begin with. If not the best, and he would murder it with Gunk Shot easily. He jumped up into the Ubers meta from how busted he actually became. Like, who would Game Freak greenlit this? Like, what? Like, Protean, he could stab anything, you know? It's just, he's stupid fast, stab for anything, dude, and stop a life orb on that too, and Jesus Christ. No, but his move pool is pretty wide. Like, try this, right? He can literally stay in on like a Raikou, I should say, and Raikou's base 115 speed, Greninja's base 121, or 122, I should say. And he can go for spikes, a ground move. He can set up hazards for free on an electric stab from Raikou because he becomes the ground type. And then after that, he can mix it up. So it's pretty crazy, pretty crazy. Now, the last one, you're probably all wondering who the hell it is. Yeah, it's Torterra. It's definitely Torterra. No. The last one, though, again, just to kind of point it out, my boy John did do top 5 worst. Go peep that. I probably should say at the end of the video. But the last one is Blaziken. Blaziken, I think, speaks for himself as one of the best starters, or the best starter that has been made. You know, we first saw this in the anime. I first saw Blaziken within the anime. I learned a lot about Pokemon through the anime. I first saw Blaziken in the anime, and the games came out because in the anime they showed Ash in the league, and it was some random dude that came from home who had a Blaziken against a Charizard. Ash didn't know what the hell it was. The Dex didn't know what the hell it was. Blaziken mopped the floor with Charizard. It was a pretty close match, and I'm like, what? They said he's a fighting type, and I'm like, Charizard's flying! Come on, Zard! The Blaziken is a dumb, stupid starter. I don't know who the hell said it was okay to make a Pokemon. Here, let me look this up. To make a Pokemon, right? Who has 120 attack, 110 special attack, and 80 base speed with decent HP of 80. Defense of 70 both. Pretty shit, but it's like, it doesn't matter because he's a fighting type, one of the most offensive types in the game, fighting types like a truck, and they have good ass moves like close combat, drain punch, sky uppercut, crazy, not to mention, it's like, okay, he sounds pretty strong with just those stats alone in the typing, but no, it gets much worse. He makes this thing get speed boost, so now every single time over time, he gets a +1 speed boost, like his speed stage is being jumped up by 1 stat every single round, and he learned Swords Dance, and oh my god, to make it even better, they give it a freaking Mega. They just keep the game, like what? Game Freak, who greenlit this? They gave it a Mega with base 160 physical attack, 130 special attack, and a 100 base speed stat of 80 in defenses in both of them, and 80 HP, and 80 is decent for both of those defenses, and 80 HP is pretty freaking good. So, like what? Like what? I don't even, you know that Mr. Krabs, I'm about to put it on screen, that Mr. Krabs meme? That was me when I first saw Mega Blaziken. I'm like, what? Like, what the hell, bro? Not to mention, his move pool is honestly not that bad. His move pool is honestly not that bad. He gets one of the best fighting stabs in the game. Focus Blast, Close Combat, Drain Punch, like Jesus Christ, bro. You know, he also gets Poison Jabs. He can handle those fairies. Like, what? This abomination from Hoenn literally is the best starter that we have. No question, dude. No question at all, man. Like, Jesus, he just hits too goddamn hard. Like, he can be a good-ass mixed attacker. He has speed boost, and you can run Swords Dance with the speed boost, so he can set up both physical attack and freaking his speed. So it's like, yeah, no wonder Blaziken has been banned out of the meta in singles format, I should say. In doubles format, I think Mega Blaziken isn't used too much because of Earthquake, that widespread move. I don't know. I haven't seen Mega Blaziken too much within doubles, but I know he has somewhat of viability within doubles. So, I mean, shit, dude, like, what the hell? Even bulk up, that's a good, you take more hits. So, Mega Blaziken, pretty crazy. He gets Earthquake, oh my god, he gets Earthquake. He's pretty crazy. Mega Blaziken and Blaziken alone take the cake is what I think, again, my own opinion is what I think, which is pretty absurd because it looks like it, the best starter that we have, man. He has a Mega, and alone, even without the Mega, he's still pretty dumb super powerful because that's speed boost. Without speed boost, he isn't really too scary. His stats alone without speed boost is still pretty scary to look at, but he isn't like he's definitely way more manageable without speed boost. It's a speed boost that really makes me go crazy. But that's it for the video, guys. Thank you for watching. That's going to be it. Again, these are my own personal opinions. If you disagree, by all means, let me know in the comments down below your top 5 best starters. I actually would love to know who you think is #1. If you don't think it's Blaziken, I'd love to know, because Blaziken looks pretty nuts. I'd love to know. So, honorable mentions, Gator, Blastoise. That's a wrap. Thank you guys for watching. Again, check out my boy John's video on his respective channel. He made a top 5 worst. So if you want to know what the top 5 worst are, go on over there and definitely go check that out. With that being said, guys, I'm gonna get out of here. Thank you again for watching. With that being said, I'm gonna leave. All right, I'm gonna leave. So like the video. All right, thank you. Goodbye.